All right, so maybe you're looking for some small town living outside of the major cities. Maybe you're looking to split Seattle and Tacoma. No matter what the reason is, Bonney Lake has somehow fallen on your radar to check out, and that is exactly what this video is about. My name is Austin. I'm your favorite Seattle, Tacoma real estate broker, and today we're just going to talk about the town that I've personally decided to live in, Bonney Lake, Washington. So our humble town is about 20,000 people. We split Seattle and Tacoma. You're basically about 30 minutes out to Tacoma and between 45 minutes to an hour to hit Seattle. It just really depends on the time of day that you're choosing to leave. So location is, in my opinion, amazing. Types of living options are a major plus for me when you look at what Bonney Lake has to offer. So you can have the master plan community. I live in a gigantic neighborhood called Tehaleh. It's right outside of Bonney Lake city limits. There are tons of homes. There's 14 parks, 35 miles of trails. We're getting ready to get a Wendy's and a 7-Eleven. So if you kind of want to have that master plan community feel, that is definitely there. Lake Tapps is here, so you can live on the water, live the lake life if you're into that. There's also a really good opportunity for country style living. So we have a bunch of homes that are outside of town that have some land, some acreage, even farming. So really no matter what it is that you're looking for as far as living goes, the options available. So let's talk about housing. So obviously the different types of lifestyle you want to live is there, but what does housing look like? Well, housing in Bonney Lake has been going up. In fact, year over year, it's up over as far as listing inventory goes for 2022. The average cost of a home here is about $650,000. Now, that can be more, obviously, if you're looking at land. If you want to be right on the water in Lake Tapps, you're probably going to be pushing closer to $1 million. And out here in Tehaleh, it can be anything from $650,000 to $1 million. Now, my question to you, though, is do you think that's a good price, the $650,000? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I really am curious because to some people, if you're moving from like the Midwest out here, if you're coming out of like Seattle and coming down where the average home is, about $1 million, it's a really good price. So what are your thoughts on the price points of homes here in Bonney Lake? Now, with homes, I think the next biggest thing to talk about is transportation and the roads. So this is probably the biggest bug for me when it comes to living in Bonney Lake is going to be traffic. I literally hate the traffic here. The 410 on the weekends, I would almost rather just stay home and not do anything. And I think a lot of people can empathize with those feelings. 167 has been going under a lot of changes as well and will continue to do so for the next few years. In fact, I have a video on a lot of these things. This video here in the cards, click on it, take a look. It will break down traffic, what's been going on with the highways and things like that. So not only is just traffic in general, I feel like a big pain here, but so are the drivers. Now, I'm originally a transplant from Missouri. In Missouri, we have big open roads. Everyone drives kind of as fast as they want. Here in Bonney Lake, you're not gonna see that. In fact, people drive insanely slow. Like, it's painful how slow they drive. Part of it is because that's just a Washington thing, I'm pretty sure. And the other side of it is that our speed limits are just super low. In town, it's 25 miles an hour. So if you get behind and you're in a hurry to get somewhere, you're pretty well sunk. At the end of my neighborhood, you see the beautiful picture of Mount Rainier. This is like gone, famous, internet, everyone has it. And it's super great, except when you look at that one way in and one way out. At the end of that one way out, on one side of the road is the high school and on the other side of the road is the middle school. So if you were leaving this portion of Bonney Lake during either school going into session or school getting out, you're going to be in for a really, really rough place. So I think overall traffic is really bad. And honestly, Washington ranks amongst the lowest of all states in traffic and vehicle maintenance as well. So those are things to kind of take into consideration if you're looking at moving out here. The schools in Bonney Lake are excellent as well. My kid's school, Tehaleh Heights Elementary, ranks as a 10 out of 10 on great schools. My kids have flourished in the school system. The Bonney Lake School District is part of the Summer School District, so you get two communities that are bonded with one school district, so there's a lot of opportunities that come from that, not just in things like sports, but also your kids can leave high school with their associate's degree, and that's a big, big plus for us. Another thing that we are super excited about and that we love living in Bonney Lake is all of the outdoor possibilities. So Tehaleh has about 14 parks right now that you can attend. These are actually all free to the public. Doesn't matter if you live here or not. We have Victor Falls Park, and then of course like Allen York Park that is on the lake, so you can even go swimming there in the summer. There are tons of places to hike, and you're in short range to some of the best hikes in the entire Puget Sound. Not to mention the views here in general are just stunning. Whether it's like the Victor Falls waterfall, Mount Rainier, the Cascades, no matter what it is, there's always some kind of backdrop that is just stunning. While outside activities, while the views are incredible, I will tell you that I feel like Bonney Lake does lack in things to do, especially compared to the surrounding areas. There are your basic shopping things like Walmart, Target, Costco, Safeway, your kind of basic grocery and necessity things. But if you really wanted to go out and get that like shopping feel, you're gonna have to leave and you're gonna need to travel somewhere else. A lot of people go to Auburn for the outlet mall, they go down to Tacoma to shop, or they go up to Seattle. And again, these can be 30 to 45 minute trips very, very easily, so make the most out of it. Along with not having a lot of great shopping, I think our restaurant selection in Bonney Lake is insanely limited too. My wife and I usually take that opportunity to travel to Tacoma or Seattle to have a date, so we're a little more intentional about where we eat out. But for a while, a trending phrase around the area has been that Bonney Lake, we have a Denny's. So, if we're excited about Denny's, that should kind of tell you where we sit overall with things, right? And this has been a quick, short breakdown of some of the good things and some of the bad things about living in Bonney Lake. Obviously, there is a lot to take in. There's a ton to see. So if you're considering moving to this area, please feel comfortable to reach out to me. My information is in the description box below. Call me, email me, whatever. I'd love to chat with you. I'd love to help you relocate to our area or just answer any questions you guys have. So until next time, I'm Austin Robinson.